Thank you.
Right.
So thank you very much for joining us. We're here just to go through everything about Meet the Teacher for Year 2. Just very quickly, we will be sharing the video at the end. So if there's anything you didn't quite catch, you will get to see the recording again. Also, if you've got any questions, we have got time at the end. So please, can you hold off and wait till then? So just to start us off, hopefully our slides will work, which we're not very good at. Here we go. I hope you can all see them. So I'm Mrs. Dodds, and I am one of the Wales class teachers. I work on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then Mrs. Norfolk works on a Thursday and Friday with the children. Unfortunately, she can't be here, and she does send her apologies. And we have lovely Mrs. G as our TA with us Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
And I'm Miss Kinsella. I am Dolphins class teacher, and I have the lovely Mrs. Harris and Mrs. Malik in my class as well. So this is our structure of the day. We have a very busy, lots of things to do during the day to keep everyone entertained and super busy. We have early morning work and registration. So that's what we start off with. In early morning work, we can do handwriting, maths, just go over things that maybe the children didn't understand or to push them further. Then we have phonics. After phonics, we do English, and then we have assembly on Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. We have behaviour assembly and achievement assembly. So lots of praise, lots of positivity for the children. We have a playtime, and after play we tend to do maths, then guided reading and lunch. And in the afternoon, we do history, geography. So we do our foundation subjects, maybe RE or art, just depending on the day. Then the children will have another playtime, and then we'll carry on doing another foundation lesson. Then it's the end of the school day at 3:15.
Now, just to go over on phonics, you'll all be aware of the Sounds Right programme that we use. So that is the programme that we use throughout the school. So it's the same format. The children are really aware, saying the sounds, writing and reading the words. So it's nothing new for them. It's just the sounds are obviously getting harder or, more challenging for them.
So just going on from that, this is our curriculum. So we do English, maths. In English, we look at core genres such as poetry, narratives. We do non-chronological reports, letters and instructions. And this is all embedded cross-curricular into our curriculum. So we also link English with other subjects. It could be history, it could be geography. And we also do music and art, PE, PSHE, science, RE, and we also do computing, which the children do really love, and design technology.
And we're also really excited about our new music curriculum, actually, which we're starting this year. We've got loads of really exciting drums and bells and things. So it's a really exciting curriculum, which we've worked really closely with Surrey to bring up to date, which we're really excited to teach as well.
We're really excited.
So the topics we have across the year, autumn 1 and 2, so between now and Christmas, we will be doing Land Ahoy. So we'll be learning lots about Captain Cook, Grace Darling, how, why they were important people in our world and what they've brought, how history is so important from then to how our world has changed till now. Then in spring 1, we have growth and survival, which is very much like learning about humans, all animals, humans, animals, and how they change, and also means of survival for them, as it says. Towers, tunnels and turrets. We are doing lots about Windsor Castle and castle structures. Children love this. This is when we either will go to Windsor, historically we have done, and then actually last year we ended up having an amazing workshop come to school, and it was online as well. And then brilliant in the summer, Stone Age, where we have our visit to Butser Farm. And as Ms. Kinsella said, we are cross-curricular, with our English, and science with all these topics as well. Um, we do, as I've just mentioned, we do have Spark Days, which, are a really exciting way of getting the children involved in our topics. And we do visits, and you will get plenty of warning and letters about those confirming when we're going, what you'll need to bring, the cost of them. And they will be, letters will be sent out later on.
Lovely. So during our teaching and our practice, we hold assessments just to see where the children are at. So we tend to do assessments ongoing. So during the lessons, during the classroom, we keep a very close eye on the children and see what they have understood or what maybe they need a little bit more work on. So this is very much ongoing teacher assessment throughout the year. But in maths, we often do an end of unit assessment. So at the end of a unit, we can see what the children are really strong in and maybe what we can continue to work on with them. And also our reading is ongoing. So we read with the children regularly to see where they're at and, again, how we can improve them further.
A lot of you will have the question, I'm sure, about the end of Key Stage 1 SATs. We do not formally put the children through SATs. We do not carry them out. You do not need to worry. We will be doing some form of assessment, maybe in a SAT format with them, but that will not be anything new to them because the formats that we use are formats that we use throughout the year. So please do not worry about anything. We do not do anything different with them. It's very laid back. We don't make a big deal of it. So I'm sure you won't either. And we please, as we say, we're doing ongoing teacher assessment. One thing about reading that we spend a lot of this year doing group reading. And then towards the end of the year, we're moving towards what we do is whole class reading, where we will be doing a class text and then we read it together. We co-read, the children will individually read. We have inference questions, and this will be done in the whole as a classroom setting. Children that need extra support with their reading will still be read with daily, which is what we do from the beginning of term now.
And this is a PPA. So PPA is planning, preparation and assessment. So it's time for the teacher to be outside of the classroom. So it's a release time. And that's in the afternoon on a Wednesday. In Dolphins class, so in my class, Mr. Carlo will cover on a Wednesday afternoon and teach the children. And in Wales class, Mrs. Anning will be teaching the children on a Wednesday afternoon.
So I know in Wales class she will be doing RE and PE, and I think exactly the same.
Computing and RE and
Okay. So homework. A lot of you have already asked about this. So you've had your first lot of homework out. So every day would love for you to read with the children on a daily basis. It is so important that children are reading daily. It's great for the vocabulary. It really is the foundation of all the subjects. If they're great readers, they will become amazing writers because they're using language that they might have read. They do get their coloured books home with them, but if they're reading anything at home, put that in their reading records. It might be a magazine, it might be a cookbook, it might be, one of their own favourite books. But if as long as they're reading for 5 to 10 minutes every day, that is what we would hope your children would be doing. And also, if you could please write it in your reading record so we can see who's reading. And as well, we will be carrying, as I said earlier, we'll be doing reading daily, and if your child will be heard at least once a week. On a Wednesday, we will be giving out homework. So up until half term, till October, they'll have their folders with sheets in them, and we give it out on a Wednesday, which gives them plenty of time to do it. They don't need to do it in one go, maybe do 10 minutes every night, 5 minutes. But if you have any questions, please don't leave it until Monday morning. They have got the Thursday and Friday. Even if you look over it on a Wednesday night and you're not sure, please ask us. On after half term, we will then be getting our CPG books where they will be doing reading, SPAG, maths and arithmetic, and maths reasoning. So you will get a sheet explaining what pages and when to do them. So don't worry about that. It will all become really clear after the half term.
Yay. So we have high expectations for our children because we want the best out of them. So in terms of attendance, ensure your child is at school on time each day and attends every day unless they are unwell. And we expect attendance to be higher than 96%. We also have like high expectations for the uniform. So we would like all uniform in line with the Groveland's uniform expectations. And please be reminded that jewellery, including earrings, large accessories, dyed hair and shave sections are not permitted in school. And our PE days. So Dolphins PE days are a Tuesday and a Thursday, and Wales a Tuesday and a Wednesday. Please ensure your child wears their PE kit to school.
From next Tuesday, so the 23rd of September, Wales will be starting swimming. So please, can you send them into school in their PE kit, but in a named bag? Please make sure everything is named on the outside and on the inside of their bag with the correct kit. So they'll need their swimming wear, they'll need goggles, they will need a towel, and if they've got long hair, please can they have a swimming cap. So as I say, that will be from next Tuesday, the 23rd of September. And please remember, we will be, having lots of children changing. And this is the same with all their uniform. There are the number of jumpers that we've had already that are unlabeled. It's upsetting because we know that you're spending a lot of money on them and we do not know who they belong to. We have as many children in this class. We've got 28, you've got 30. If they're not named, we do not know who they belong to. If I know, I can see someone's added a chat. If we could just come to that after, we'll answer the questions after. Groveland's values, really exciting. We are really excited that in our school we follow these 6 values. They should be demonstrated in school, out of school. Kindness, uniqueness, respect, trust, friendship, and determination. We give values tokens to all children that are shown to be recognizing these great behaviors. Each class has a set of promises which adhere to these behaviors as well. And all the children have signed this document. They made them up themselves. They've decided what the class rules are going to be. So, but with the values, it's not just showing these values in school. It'd be lovely to hear that they are showing them at home as well. And every half term, we will be doing some work on one of the values. So this half term, they've already done some work on kindness. And when you come into school, that new display will be going up in the next week or so, which shows all the children's work on kindness that they have done. And it helps show what the discussions they've had in the classroom. As I've mentioned, we've got values tokens, and these values tokens are given to children who are demonstrating whether it be values or other good behaviors, and they will become part of their house tokens. So your child knows which house they are in. They might be in yew, sycamore, birch, or chestnut. These house tokens are collected in each class, and then they're transferred at the end of each week, and by the end of the half term, the winning house will then get to have a special treat in school. So the winning house each half term, and then at the end of the school year we have sports day, and then there is an overall winner. So the children get really excited about that. They're always really excited about the values tokens, but also each class might have slightly different additional things that they might do as incentives in the classroom.
So if you have any concerns, for your children, we encourage your children to chat to us if they are worried about something. So they can talk to a member of staff, or talking to yourself, parent or carer, who can relay their worries to us, or writing a note to any trusted adult who can investigate further if they're concerned about anything. If you, as a parent or a carer, is concerned, we'd ask that you firstly speak to your class teacher and see if this can be resolved. And then the next step would be the phase leader. And if not, and it hasn't been resolved, the next step would be a member of the senior leadership team.
If you've got any queries you want to put in writing, please use the school email address, and they will be then passed to us. So most of you will have this email address, but it's info@grovelands.surrey.sch.uk. And please just give us a little bit of time to get back to you. If you can give us 24 hours, but please don't hesitate to speak to us on the door. Obviously, the end of the day is better than the start of the day. And just going back to worries and concerns, we've got worry boxes in the classroom, which we will be talking to the children about through PSHE as well. I know we've done that in our classes already, but it's something that's always there. The children are very aware of it. Parental meetings, we will be asking you to make appointments for those. There will be in autumn and springs, you'll be sent emails. Please sign up. It's an amazing way for you to see the progression of your children, have a look at their work. And the children love the fact that you're going to come in and see what they've been up to in the classroom. If your child is one who's got a SEN plan, you'll be invited to have to a separate meeting for a pupil passport meeting, which we'll go through with you at a separate time. So it gives us a chance to go through the targets at a separate time to the meetings where we're talking generically about their progress and work. So now, if anyone's got any questions, I can see we've got in the chats. So let me see now. How do I do this? I'm not very good at doing this. Will you put, of course, we will help the girls. Absolutely. Please, can we have this information on emails? You will be sent, as we said, this information, any letters about outings will be sent by letters. You will be sent a copy of this recording by email. So please don't worry about that. Everything you've heard here, you can play back, and any outings, any letters about PE, any letters about parents' evenings, you will get by email, which normally is the case. And everything can be found on all letters can be found on the school website. Any other questions? Well, if we've not got any other questions, we'll let you all get on with your day. Thank you so much for joining us. As I say, we'll be sending a recording. And yes, I hope you all have a lovely day, and thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Thank you.